During my daughter's parent-teacher conference, the principal slid me a photo and asked, "Is this the man who picks her up?" It was my brother who died in 2019. I'm an only child. I stared at the photo for 10 seconds before my brain could process what I was seeing. The man was wearing a navy jacket I'd picked out for my brother's funeral. "Ma'am, do you know this person?" Principal Hayes asked. My 7-year-old daughter Lily sat next to me, swinging her legs. I looked at her, then back at the photo. "Where did you get this?" "Security camera. He's been picking Lily up every Tuesday and Thursday for 3 weeks." My hands started shaking. That's not possible. The man in the photo was my brother James. Same dark hair, same scar above his eyebrow. But James died in 2019. Car accident. I identified his body. I watched them lower his casket. "Lily," I turned to her slowly, "who's been picking you up?" She smiled. "Uncle Jamie. He takes me for ice cream and we go to the park." The room started spinning. "Uncle Jamie? He said you told him to pick me up because you were busy. He's really nice. He knows I don't like strawberry ice cream." My throat closed up. James and I used to joke about how weird it was that I hated strawberry. Principal Hayes leaned forward. "Mrs. Bennett, if this man is not authorized, we need to call the police right now." I grabbed my phone and pulled up an old photo of James. I showed it to Hayes. "This is my brother. He died in a car accident in 2019. Her face went pale. "That's the same man in our footage." "I know, and I'm an only child. There's no twin." Hayes called 911. While she talked to dispatch, I knelt in front of Lily. "Sweetheart, what else does Uncle Jamie talk about?" "He asks about school and you. He says he misses you so much. Sometimes he looks really sad." "What else?" "He asks where we live." I told him the blue house on Maple Street. He said he already knew that. My stomach turned. This person knew where we lived. 3 officers arrived. They pulled up the security footage. There he was, standing by the flagpole at 3:15 p.m., hands in his pockets like James always stood. When Lily ran to him, he picked her up and spun her around, ruffling her hair exactly like James used to ruffle mine. One officer zoomed in. "Look at his movements, the way he walks, even the way he tilts his head. That's exactly how my brother moved," I whispered. They ran the license plate. "Vehicle registered to James Bennett at his old address." My stomach dropped. "I sold that house 2 years ago. Current owner says it's been vacant. Squatter problems. We need to check that house. Now." I followed them in my car. When we pulled up, the house looked like James had left it. Just more rundown. Overgrown grass, peeling paint, broken shutters. But when they opened the front door, my legs nearly gave out. Everything inside was exactly how James had left it. His leather couch, his photos on the walls, his coffee mug still on the kitchen counter, like he'd just stepped out. "Mrs. Bennett, you need to see this," an officer called from upstairs. In James's bedroom, surveillance photos covered the desk. All of Lily, getting on the school bus, playing in our backyard, eating dinner through our window, sleeping in her bed. My hands flew to my mouth. An officer opened the closet. Inside hung dozens of navy jackets, identical to the one James was buried in. 7 pairs of the same shoes. On the wall, written over and over in black marker, "She deserves to know her uncle." The handwriting was James's distinctive scrawl. "Whoever this is has been watching your daughter for months," the officer said. "They've recreated your brother's life perfectly." "But the scar above his eyebrow," I whispered. "That was from a childhood accident. Makeup, cosmetic surgery. When someone's obsessed enough, they'll go to extreme lengths." They found more in the basement. Video editing equipment, green screens, files going back 2 years. Someone had been studying James's voice, his mannerisms, his gestures. It took them a week to track him down. James's best friend from college, Derek, a guy I'd met maybe twice. After James died, Derek had a complete mental breakdown. He'd convinced himself that he could keep James alive by becoming him. When they arrested him outside a grocery store, Derek was wearing the navy jacket and carrying ice cream. He'd been on his way to pick up Lily again. He kept repeating the same words as they handcuffed him. She needed her uncle. I was helping. She deserved to know him. Lily's in therapy now. The counselor says she's handling it better than most kids would, but she still asks when Uncle Jamie is coming back. She doesn't understand why he can't visit anymore. I don't know how to explain to a 7-year-old that the man she spent weeks with, the man who knew her favorite flavors and made her laugh, was never her uncle at all. Just someone who loved my brother so much he tried to become him, and almost succeeded.